Hi everyone, my name is Christina, and today I will be discussing the lesson that I chose to present, and that will be literacy, working on teaching the children the letters of the alphabet. Before I get into everything, I just want to go over why I chose this lesson because I feel that it's very important as an educator to educate preschool children about learning the concept of letters. And I feel as a teacher that I really came to see that children really got a lot out of learning about letters, teaching them the basic foundations of the sound. A is for apple, B is for ball, A, apple, ah. In my school now currently, we teach foundations to the children, where children learn the basic foundations of each letter. And that really builds, the common core. I believe that once children learn the letters, they really can it can help them to read, it can help them to write. And a lot of the kids in the school that I currently teach, I teach an 812, so all the kids have all different needs, and some kids are verbal, some kids are nonverbal. So I feel like you have to accommodate to each child, and it is hard at some points, but I also do have help in the room. I have two TAs in the room who help me extremely, and they're very helpful. And I can always break the class up into groups of two. So a TA will sit at the table with two kids, another TA will sit at the table with another two kids. So it really, really helps the situation and helps the children learn more effectively. So today I really wanted to first talk about why I chose this lesson. And I really chose literacy because, I think that being a teacher, I really found that once the children learn their letters, it can really help them as they head on to kindergarten. And I teach the kids that are ages 3 to 5, and they really are great children, and they really learn so much. And I think that every day, each week I focus on two different letters, and depending on the week, and depending, so I'll focus, let's say the letter for the week is A. I'll teach the kids show them different objects that start with the letter A. I'll read a book and I'll have them point to all the objects that start with the letter A, and I'll give the students each a turn, to pick the letters. And another book that I wanted to talk about in this video is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Now, it's a personal favorite. I love it as a teacher. I think that it really helps the children learn. And, when they say, A till B and B till C, I meet you at the top of the coconut tree, I think that it gives the children excitement. It makes the children want to learn and want to, look further into the letter. Because I really think that making fun out of it can really help the child succeed. And I always, I'll read this book to the class, and then I'll also show a read aloud, and I'll play the song for the children because they really become engaged. They want to learn. They want to, broaden their horizons, and they want to, learn about the different letters. And I think that, a lot of the parents have always said to me, I want my children to learn how to write their name, and I want my children to, identify different things. And I say that's why we need to teach the common basics of letters, and we need to, teach them what the letters mean and the meaning to all these letters, because it really, really is important. I feel that as an educator, I want to, make a difference in the students' lives. So today, I'll be showing you guys a few worksheets that I came up with, and why I really chose this lesson. So in my class, there are children who are nonverbal and children who are verbal. So the children who are nonverbal, part of the literacy lesson that I chose is letters. So the children who cannot talk, I have them, point to objects in the book and point to different things in the book. And the children who can talk, I would say, for example, Johnny, what letter are we talking about today? Johnny can say the letter A, and I'll say, what letter, what goes with A? And Johnny will say, A is for apple. And now we teach foundations in my school, which is A, apple, ah, B, bat, b, C, cat, k, D, dog, d. So this really, really is good for the children to know. And, I really want to focus this main central lesson on letters and having the kids really, really become familiarized with all their letter sounds. And eventually, this can help them write their name. And, we do work on obviously having the children write their name in my class. And everything takes, time. Each kid requires, different amount of time, and each kid requires, different strategies and everything. So I really, really believe it's important. So one of the worksheets that I came up with, the first worksheet actually, is very standard. It's teaching the kids about uppercase A, lowercase a, uppercase B, lowercase b, uppercase C, lowercase c. So A, B, C. Every day I start with 2 or 3 letters to just, I don't want to make the children become confused. So they can even trace it themselves, and I have a dry erase board for the lower functioning kids where they can, trace in the dry erase board, which really helps them. So, this is also a worksheet that the parents could do with the children at home, which really, really helps them. And I thought it was just a very, good way for kids to become engaged while learning about their letters. The next worksheet I came up with was I had the letter A, B, and C, and then C, B, and A. So the point of this worksheet is to have the children, a lot of the children will need hand-over-hand assistance to complete the project, which is completely fine. This is the point where we're here. We're here to help the children. We're here to, answer questions and see what they need help on. So they had A, which you can do, you match the A to the A, the B to the B, the C to the C. So give the children like they're thinking. They're thinking, what letter A, I need to find the same letter. So, a lot of children who, don't understand the basics, and I say to them, where's the same? Where's the same to letter A? Find the same, match the same. So it really takes children different amount of time. Not everyone is going at the same pace, and this is why we're here. This is why I chose this profession, because, we want to help the children. And I thought this is a great worksheet to really help the children become engaged and learn about, the different types of letters. And I think that it's a great tool for parents, because I know a lot of parents want to work with the children at home and want to see what the teachers are doing in school, which I think is such a great step. So I think that this worksheet was also a really, really good, pick. And it helps the children think. It really helps them become engaged. Another worksheet that I had made up was A is 4, B is 4, C is 4. And this is just teaching to put the correspondence from the letter to an object. So for example, A is for apple. And a lot of the times I'll even have a picture of an apple for the lower functioning kids. So A is 4 and then a picture of an apple. Then the next letter is B. B is for ball, a picture of an actual ball. C is for cat, a picture of an actual cat. And then, even the kids who are higher functioning, I sometimes would have them match different letters. Put the A, find the A, what it stands for. A is for apple, and then find the different objects. So it really, really, helps the children become engaged. And I think that this was such a great lesson to pick. And I think that, future listeners and you guys listening to this video can really, use it towards your teaching methods, because I think it's so important for all the children to learn. It really, really is. And every single day you can focus on different letters. You can, do, 2 letters per day, 1 letter per day, however your class functions and however the pace of the class is, you go by that. Because I know in the setting that I teach, it makes sense to do 1 letter per day or 1 letter per week even, so that, the kids don't become confused, And obviously for the, the children who can handle it, you can do 2 letters per day or, a letter every other day, and that's completely fine. And I always, have the children come up and be engaged in the lesson, because it really is important for the children to, they want to, school is fun. We want to make school fun, and also and we want the children to learn at the same time. So making it fun, having them learn, and I really think that all the worksheets that I presented, all 3 of them are different ways for the children to become exposed to letters and learn about the different segments and everything. So I really hope that, talking about chicka chicka boom boom and just, having the children come and point up to objects, there's so many ways to teach letters, because learning your basic letters, you take this knowledge and you carry it, and these kids will carry it over to kindergarten. There's, no other simpler way to put it. And I hope that, providing this lesson really helped you guys, just think and say, if you need an idea in the future, what could I do with my kids? Teach them about letters, make it fun, make different games up, matching letter games, matching worksheets, having them trace their name on dry erase boards or even like a chalkboard. You can make the best of it. So I hope you guys all enjoy this lesson. I look forward to hearing all of your other presentations. And I've learned so much in this class so far, and I really enjoy listening to all your presentations about your lesson plans and different ideas. And I can use the ideas, to use in my teaching also. So I hope you all have a great night, and thank you for listening. Bye.